Ahoy there, shipmates, and tonight we're back in Hms Rodney. Yes, Delboy and Rodney are out on the open seas. Yeah, this is going to be one hell of a belter game in it, and I know this ship, I've always said, it's got huge immense potential, and it has by bucket loads. This is my personal best game coming up here, the highest score in the votes I've had. There may be higher by other players in World of Warships, but it's my personal best scoring game. This showcases how good this ship is and how maneuverable it is, and and why I enjoy playing Rodney. I've been an average player of Nelson, so I got about nearly 2,500 games in HMS Nelson. My favourite ship at tier 6 by bucket loads, and always will be. Downside being with Nelson and Nelson class in general is the AA is absolutely shockingly bad, and as a person who plays aircraft carriers, if I see a Nelson or Rodney out there, I make it my priority to give them a bad day, and you can. But wargaming, please, can I have some more anti-aircraft batteries, please, on my Nelson class ships, and even on Collingwood? Just a little bit of hint there. But doesn't he look rather sexy in a Union Jack camo? Yeah, baby. So we're in a division with Sergeant Williams, my deputy, commander in my fleet, and that's the Captain J Birdseye fleet, of course. We are now nearly maxed out on players in our fleet. We've got one more slot to fill, so if anybody's looking for a fleet and wishes to join us, get in touch with me. Okay. So we got Sergeant McWilliams there from the Emerald Isle of Ireland. He's out there on the ocean seas, and then we got Big Fish from down in Essex, I do believe, and he's recently joined us, and also a fantastic player. Right, so big shout out to him. Welcome to our fleet, mate, and hope you enjoy everything we can offer you. And so far, you're doing an absolute tremendous job. And same with all the rest of the guys in our fleet who work extremely hard to give us that oil and all the benefits. We are fully maxed out, right? So if anybody wants to come over and join us, feel free to send us a fleet request, or just drop us a friend's request, or get in touch with us. Right, back into the game. So, like all the World of Warships Lessons game, it starts off a little bit slow because we're actually out there looking for ships. Now, what we tend to do when I play the division play, we look on the map, look on the board, see if it's worth staying together as a team, or whether it's worth splitting up as two go one way and the other. And we get a freaking load of torpedoes coming in on us there, and we missed a lot of them. Now, you notice two of our lads have gone to the left and I've gone to the right, because we looked over here and you can see we've only got two destroyers in front, and then we got one battleship there in the Kansas, and he was refused to pull for a hell of a long time. So I said, lads, if you don't mind, I'm going to take this right flank and see if I can support this guys over here. And it worked out extremely right decision to do, because we got the French contingency coming in, then Mr. Jean Bart, and we get him on for 4 shells with 8,000 damage. Now that would have been a lot more significant if we could manage to get all of them on the on target, but it's still a good start. And then we got the Ira and Benny Benson in the destroyer. I don't know what, and obviously our destroyers have slapped that Jean Bart, so we don't have to worry about him. But the rudder shift, oh my days, on this ship is he might not be the fastest, because we're using giant Gilberts. That brings us top end speed down to 22 knots, right? So not fantastic. Obviously we can be running with a speed booster, and he can get us a little bit more than that, so I think we are. And then the Ira turns up. I love slapping Iras. Right, not a massive chunk of damage of it. I've seen it do a lot better. Benny's out there. I see the cap being taken. Long distance shot. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, we managed to get a few defend ribbons there, so Kansas actually decides that he's going to actually start to play. Gotta love it. So Benson's now got extremely low health. I don't know if I can get it. There you are. Running the scissors kicked in there, so we got something really close, and I think it's the Ira which is going to come in that corner. So yeah, he's going to be directly in front of us, and you watch what this Kansas player does in a minute. You feel like strangling the little runt. Bear in mind, we got forward facing torpedoes, right? And I got a good opportunity here to get those off the rack. And there is going to be occasion in a minute where he blocks those torpedoes getting near to that Ira. I don't know if it's now, but it will be at some point in the game. And then we got torpedoes coming in from my left. Are we going to take one? I possibly. Oh, does manage to. Oh, that's close. Yeah, here we go. I want to get the torpedoes off now, and he's going to go straight across in front of me, and now I can't get my torpedo off. Wonderful. See, I could have done some significant damage to him then. Running the scissors is kicked in, so now we got that 15% extra bang to your buck. I think I managed to get a torp off then. So you'll see what happens when these torps can hit. I hope this is going to showcase this one. We know we do get a torpedo and on this. There you go. This is what I mean. 4-4 Ira is class. It got no way of getting out of that, and kaboom, wallop, and another kaboom, and another boom, and then the fucking Kansas fucking takes the bloody kill away from us after we've done all the damage. Cheers, mate. Thanks a lot. Thanks for that, mate. That's much appreciated. I'll do all the hard work, and then you take the benefit of it. Marvellous. You gotta love it. So we get an assist on that one. 86,000 damage. So now we're on the hunt for our second kill. Yeah, Nebraska's right over there. Look. We'll take a pun on it, but we need something to get a little bit closer. He's angling away from us, so it's going to be. It's as respected, you're not going to deal too much damage to that. So we're out on the hunt for another one. But as you notice on the right hand side, we got a legendary mod there because we've got a previous kill. So then we got the 2 times. Now we got the 3 times now on the reload. So the epics and legendary mods do work extremely well. It's well worth investing your steel into. So now the enemy teams will right up against it because they've lost 3 ships. And they just lost another one. Okay, so our lads on the left hand side are obviously holding their own on that side. And I think, so okay, what can we do over here? Because we need to get some points up on this side now. You gotta love it. Yeah, the United States Navy, the best they got to offer at tier, at this, tier 6, tier 7. Oh, yeah, no, tier 6 is the Colorado, isn't she? Okay. Right. Oh, there she is, one of the slowest ships in the game. No, it's tier 7, the Colorado. Of course it is. Excuse me for my ignorance. Can't remember every single ship in the game, can we? Right. So, see, saying I can numpty broadside to my shells. Okay, a big no-no. I think we're having a bit of an off day here because the shell grouping on that one is not fantastic, but it's still, oh good god, it's slapped him a fair bit there, high kill. Yeah, this is what it means trying to get that third turret in. As you do, you tickle him a bit there. We're going to get the main 6 guns in now. Not the best shell grouping accuracy, but it's still doing enough damage. Oh, this brings up to 143k. And then we're going to try and finish him off. No, not that salvo. It's frustrating. He knows he's capable of doing it. Come on. Kaboom, and there he goes. So now we've got 2 times legendary mod. Nebraska's coming into it now. And Kansas on the right hand side here is extremely low health, which is good for me because it means like I'm going to get more damage. So here comes Nebraska. Running the scissors has kicked in again. Managed to get a torpedo off there, and you watch what happens. Kansas is going to go straight into that torpedo. I bet he's going to take the torp. Yep, there you go. Pull straight into it, and that was going to go straight onto that Nebraska. And then we got this blazing dead coming from our left. So we got to try and kill him. Had 161,000 damage. And then we still got the Nebraska to deal with. So we're up to maximum reloads there now. So that cruiser goes down. So now up to 3 times, you know, on the epic mod, legendary mod. Now we get another torpedo, so that makes him flood. Got running with scissors going as well. It's another torpedo, and he's still alive. 198. Why he didn't freaking use his AP and go straight through the ship, I do not know. 202. Kaboom, it's 204. We finished on there, but it is higher. I think we ended up with 205. Well, there's the scores on the board. 205,477 damage. Top of the tree. Yeah, gotta love it. So, where do our rest of our guys turn up? We've got the 50% bonus there. And we've got some nice juicy screenshots to come up with you shortly. Yeah, that's what I just read out there. So, yeah, so we got our lads finished in mid pack. And we got 969,000 in silver. So, hope you guys like that one. If you do, like, subscribe, and see you in the next one.